doesn't really matter what major you are. I think that's a misconception a lot of people have. Anything you do with the master's could be applicable to any job. You'll get personal and professional growth no matter what your major is.
I really got to see a side of the industry that not a lot of people can say they've seen. And it really kind of sparked my interest in golf.
Kind of going in my freshman year, I knew I wanted to go into hospitality, but not exactly sure what I wanted to do. And this has totally opened so many doors for me and allowed me to work other tournaments and kind of realize that what I want to go into in life is like corporate hospitality within golf.
The biggest thing that the Masters kind of showed me was that accountability is everything. But what you don't realize when you're there is you're there to do a job. And you're there to not just represent the university, but you're there to represent yourself.
It's going to benefit their careers way more than they can anticipate or expect while still in school. The networking and professional considerations that you can accrue while at Augusta is incredible.
I work in a luxury hotel right now, and I think that working for the Masters was my first real exposure to being in more of a luxury market. I think it's set a really strong foundation for all the skills that I have to implement now in that luxury hotel kind of environment.
The organization of it all, like golf aside, it was just so efficient. And like to be a part of it and like learn like the internal side of it was really cool and helpful.
I think there's no harm in putting yourself out there and trying something new. I mean, I'm a fashion major and I didn't think I'd get into the realm of hospitality and golf, but I love it. And it just brings you so close and it kind of gives you a camp kind of feeling. So there's no harm in trying something new.
There's so many opportunities there, no matter what position or job you get chosen or you want to do. Even if you'll have some difficulties, I mean, there's got to be challenges, but that's what's so fun about it because you learn so much about it. And I think just, again, coming in open-minded and just kind of soaking it all in is the biggest, most important thing.
You learn to collaborate with people very quickly. You learn to understand your role very quickly.
Everyone wanted to talk and everyone wanted to smile. And it was just such good energy the whole time, and that like made it so much easier.
It is a experience builder for everybody there, and it's not about what type of experience you have on your resume. It's who you are deep down as a person, and that's what they look for and see if you can shine through.
I think it goes without saying, just having that experience in general, being able to be in that environment and utilize your skills and learn new ones. I mean, it's a great place to do it.
It's up to you to make that experience what you want it to be and to lean into it. Like if you're only giving the bare minimum, only expect the bare minimum back. But if you really are giving your all and you're invested in not just like growing the relationships with your clients and the people that you're servicing, but also your coworkers, those are going to be your coworkers going into the industry and moving forward.
I still talk with some of the managers that I worked under, as well as people I worked alongside.
You know, if you had asked freshman me, would this lead to a job? I would have told you were nuts. But it did, and I'm very fortunate that it did.
In college at South Carolina, working for Augusta, which then springboarded me into the golf industry, which I never would have looked at. And now something as simple as one of the systems I used while working for the USGA then springboarded me into the NFL.
Augusta National speaks for itself in its reputation, the training and opportunities it provides. People in all different industries coming to attend the tournament, and they like to talk to the students. They like to know, how did you get here? Why are you here? What's your story? What do you want to do when you grow up?
Being taken seriously and just through your small actions, not through these grandiose, gestures and things that you're doing. It's really just showing up as, a smiling professional, and that goes a really long way in hospitality. But at school, I really think it's also about the sense of community. I mean, that's what private clubs is about. Even at the Masters, it's a sense of community, belonging, pride in your belonging.
This is the, epicenter of sports. You are in, this is the most watched, most highly prestigious, tournament in all of the world.
And when you step on to their campus, onto their property, it kind of just it engulfs you in everything that it is.
It had nothing to do with what I was actually doing there. It really was just the people, from the patrons to the staff to the members at Augusta. It was being present there and being able to interact with them that truly made me the experience it was.
I, again, just remind people of the importance and exclusivity of that opportunity that you have there. If I wouldn't have had my eyes opened to the golf industry, I mean, I wouldn't be in the NFL today.
Such a unique experience to learn about yourself as an individual in that kind of environment, what it means to be hospitable, especially at that level at Augusta National. It's top tier. It's, you can't find anything else like that in the entire United States or, in my opinion, in the world.
For your first tournament, you take a class. It's a 3-credit course. It's not only, preparing you for the Masters tournament, but also gives you history of golf. It gives you an introduction to the sport itself. I absolutely love Professor Chavis. She does such an amazing job preparing us for our first tournament.
You're never going in blind with the class, and anyone will tell you that Professor Chavis keeps it real. She doesn't sugarcoat anything, and you're not going in with unreal expectations of what it's going to be like. You know everything aside from actually doing it.
Having that supportive system of other USC students there as well to help kind of push you through that week, it goes a really long way.
The advice that I would give to students to make the most of this opportunity is to wake up every day with a fresh start and a fresh mindset, to know that the day has to start and the day has to end. So with that being said, work hard that day, give all of your energy that one day, get some rest, and start over the very next day.
Be happy and be excited, because that's who they really want. They really want the personality of, okay, they're not just hiring me, they're hiring me to make their patrons feel this sort of way. And that's what I think is really important, is you're being hired to make their patrons and guests feel a certain way. So make sure you let that show, for sure.
Take every opportunity you can to be there. I mean, when I meet, and again, as we talk about in this program, this industry is so small. Anytime I meet someone in this industry and I tell them, I worked for Augusta National in college for the Masters, they're like, what? Like, oh my gosh, tell me more about that.
Thinking back at sort of even starting my career post-grad, all of my job interviews, having the Masters on my resume has always been a point of interest to whoever I'm talking to.
I think one of the most rewarding parts is just getting to help put smiles on people's faces.
There is no other place like the Masters with such generous hospitality. And being a part of that was just something surreal.
It is an experience unlike any other.